WP Bosses, episode 7. We're going to be talking about WordCamp Sydney, which is coming up on September 24th and 25th. So that's next weekend. Time goes fast. Time goes too fast. And we're short on hosts today. That's okay. We're going to push on. So we've got Tracey. Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Tracey Kemp from Get Web Creative, and I do WordPressy things, and I have actually been a WordCamp organizer, and that's twice now, I think, and I've been to all of the WordCamps since Gold Coast in 2011. So I'm really looking forward to this next one. They're always awesome.
Very good. That's a bit of a contrast to me. I've only been to one WordCamp in the past, and that was Gold Coast earlier in the year. So I'm a bit of a WordCamp newbie. Sunshine Coast is, yeah. So I'm a bit of a WordCamp newbie as well, but still very much looking forward to WordCamp Sydney and meeting some people face to face that I've only ever, I know them as like an avatar this big online. So it'd be good to shake their hand in person.
Yeah.
So for anyone that hasn't been to a WordCamp before, basically it's the best you can spend. So what $50 will get you is 2 days, a Saturday and a Sunday, full day conference with various speakers throughout the day. There's usually a beginner track, a business track, and a technical track. So pretty much caters for everyone, even if you've never used WordPress before. I took my wife along last year. She built her own website, but she said she probably got just as much out of WordCamp that I did. So yeah, open for everyone. There's also a kind of an after party on the Saturday night where we just go out socially to a I'm not sure where this one is, to a venue, and we can catch up socially and finish off all those hallway conversations that were interrupted during the day. And then we do it all again on Sunday. You get fed, lunch is provided on both days, and cost you $50. So that's pretty good value.
T-shirt.
And a T-shirt, yes. I'm not wearing mine, but everyone loves a T-shirt. Oh, if you haven't noticed, I usually have my little there.
Yeah. I just noticed that. I should have done that to mine.
And also there.
What's that from?
That one, so what these are is a WAPU, and each different, not explaining this to you, Tracey, you already know, but explaining it to other people. There's a different design WAPU for each WordCamp, and they're kind of, for example, this Sydney one has the Opera House in it. The one I had on my mug is actually from Cologne, 2015. I didn't actually go to that. I just got the sticker. Of stickers to the meetup in Brisbane the other day.
Fair enough.
Edinburgh? Manchester? Anyway, yeah. So they're the, I guess, mascot of WordCamps for some reason. I don't know the full history behind that. If you Google it, I'm sure you can find it. Tracey, do you have particular speakers that you're looking forward to at this Sydney WordCamp?
I think this is one of the kind of most broadest, well-rounded schedules I've seen in a while, actually. I think it's going to be awesome. Looking forward to Noel's keynote. Looking forward to, there's a lot actually. Well, Troy Dean's always good value. I'm intrigued by Bronson's topic of using WordPress as a headless CMS. That sounds interesting. Luke always does a good talk too. So what's next for the customizer sounds really interesting. And as I was just saying to you before we went live, I'm really interested in Rob Wild's WordPress workflow from dev to staging to production, because that's something I'm really trying to improve for myself at the moment. But there's actually not much that I just wouldn't be interested in this on this WordCamp, to be honest.
Yeah, it is a bit of a shame that you can only be in one place at once when there's a schedule with 2 talks on at a time. I know when I went to Sunshine Coast last year, there was so many talks where I found it so hard to decide which room to go to. But the upside of that is they'll all be recorded and uploaded to WordPress.tv. So there's always that. You can come back and watch them at a later date if you missed out. For me, yeah, I'd agree with you with pretty much all of those that you. I probably. Of course, we have to
say Nik as well, the Anatomy of a Perfect Website, our lovely co-host who couldn't be here today.
Yes, I actually jumped on a webinar that he did a couple of weeks ago and gave a bit of a teaser on that topic. And yeah, I'm definitely coming to that with an empty notebook. To
of course, Vlad's always good value for anything to do with WordPress security. So, and going to see Vlad, tips for fixing a hacked WordPress site, if that's something.
Yeah, right. I haven't actually seen. Yeah, I haven't seen Vlad speak before. That would be going head to head with Jordan Gilman.
Yeah, so that's a tough one too. I'd like to see Jordan's one as well. But yeah, Vlad's very knowledgeable in all things security.
Yeah, okay. And it's a beginner talk too, so that'd be good for a lot of people to learn the basics of security for your website. I a toy the other day. Might look a bit strange, but basically this is not, I didn't buy the phone. This furball thing is a microphone, and basically the reason I bought it is when we're at WordCamp Sydney, I'm going to be taking this around with me. Probably have some kind of selfie stick or something to hold the phone. And I'm going to be doing a few lightning interviews with various people. I haven't made a list of people. I'm just basically going to be walking around and saying, "Excuse me, I have a few questions for you." And then you'll answer them, and then I'll record them. And then we'll be able to Tracey Tracey number 2 is. Why is
Sorry,
Tracey?
I just. That's weird. Yeah, Google Apps just decided to completely log me out and go, I just need you to log back in again. Okay.
Good old
Whatever.
Hangouts. So yeah, basically, if you see me coming at you like this, I won't hurt you. Just want to ask a few questions.
Does that interfere with the camera? Or
It
no,
does
it's
on
the other
Android phones.
Ah.
It works on iPhones because the headphone jack is on the bottom and the video camera is on the top, so it doesn't interfere. But if I was to plug it into my Android phone, the headphone jack is up here, and so you basically wouldn't see anything.
Mm.
The reason I wanted to do some interviews is because a lot of people say that the hallway conversations and just the chats you can have outside of the sessions can be just as valuable as actually watching the sessions. Just meeting new people, whether they're in a completely different field as you, completely different experience level, or if they're doing the same things as you, I guess. They're not captured on the videos that get uploaded to WordPress TV. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity to catch a few of those, to meet some people. If you can't make it to WordCamp due to accessibility issues, or your dates don't match up, or you just can't afford it, then it's a good opportunity for you to meet some people that aren't necessarily speaking. So that's kind of my thought behind that.
Yeah, a lot of the gold definitely happens outside of the presentations. The after party, the in between times, lunch. I'm actually really looking forward to not having any responsibilities this WordCamp, because for the last few I've either organised or spoken or volunteered.
Yep.
And this one I'm just going as a punter, and I'm really looking forward to that, just so I can get to experience all those things that I usually miss out on because I'm running around trying to do this, that and the other. So,
yeah, that'd be good. Do you have any specific people that you'd like to introduce, only known online in the past?
I don't think so. Nothing jumps to mind. What about you?
There's lots of people actually. I've really only been involved in the WordPress community probably the last couple of years, and the majority of that time has been spent in the Gold Coast. So there's lots of people that I interact with on Facebook and on Slack from Melbourne and Sydney, who apparently are going to be there. On the WordCamp website, there's a attendees list, so you can see who's going. You might find out that you've got friends that are actually going already, and so you can say, hey, can I get a lift, or do you want to share some accommodation? But yeah, just looking through that list, just ignore my dog in the background if you can hear him. He's just hungry. Okay, let me find someone specific. I haven't met Stephen Edgar. I haven't met I'm just scrolling. They must be all in the... I haven't met Peter Wilson. I'm going to track down Peter Wilson. Hopefully not scare him off with my fluffy microphone. Yeah, so it's pretty boring just waiting for me to scroll through this list and find someone.
Yeah,
I'll get back to you if I've actually found a couple of people on here that are going that I had no idea were going. Someone I used to work with in Port Macquarie is going.
Oh, okay.
So I'll get to catch up with him again. Yeah. Yeah, so that'd be good. What about from the WordCamp Sunshine Coast? What would you say are some of your highlights from that?
To be honest, I was a little stressed out because I was speaking on the Sunday. And yeah, I probably didn't enjoy it as much as I could have because of that. But I really liked, there was lots of good talks on marketing. And I think that's one of the things that I've noticed that's changed over the last few years of WordCamps, is that before they were very user or developer, so like blogger or developer orientated, and now they tend to be, there's a lot that is marketing or business based, which I think is really reflects the way the WordPress community is going, especially with Troy Dean and WP Elevation and all of that, with there's some really great SEO and video marketers and things like that are really dedicated to WordPress and doing really good things. So it's really great to have those people come and be a part of WordCamps. And some of them are not exclusive to WordPress as well. So it's what I love about WordCamp, even though it's a WordPress conference, there are so many aspects of the presentations that are just, platform agnostic really, because they can be applied to any platform at all, Joomla, Drupal, whatever. And you'll still get, great benefit. So, I think that's in one way, that's how WordCamps have changed a bit over the years, and they've really become something that not just WordPress people would get value from, which is really awesome.
Yeah, I think that's why
that's one of the. Sorry, that's one of the things that I liked about WordCamp Sunshine Coast, was that there was more of that stuff. There was some really good presentations on video and business and things that that we're all trying to. I think there's quite a big contingent of freelancers these days, because it's a lot easier to make a business around WordPress than it used to be. So yeah, there's some really great presentations around that topic, it's just really awesome.
With so many freelancers and even just business owners who think who just decide to build their own website on the side because it's so accessible now, having those extra when you're a freelancer or a business owner, you have to do all those things yourself. I mean, you can outsource them, but when you work for yourself, it's much better to know about all of those things. And even if you do out, I hope that's my wife getting home. I can just hear the garage door opening.
I think that's one of the things that we were talking before about, a lot of the gold happening outside of the presentations. But I've really found some really some of the best experiences from WordCamp Sunshine Coast were just talking to other WordPress freelancers and developers about how they do things, what's working for them in their business, and that was just those one-on-one conversations or group conversations at the after party, or between presentations or at lunch or something. They were, sometimes something just clicks and you go, oh damn, I should have been doing that, right? And then you get really inspired, and you go home and you go, I can't wait to implement all these things that I've learned. And it really is. I think that's the awesome thing about WordCamps, is that you walk away so inspired to learn more, to make changes, to, network, to talk to people more. It really is the best experience, no matter how you use WordPress, I think.
And even if it's if it's an idea that you've had for a long time, or something you've known to be something you've been wanting to do for ages, just having that validation from someone else that agrees with you that, yeah, that's the way to go. Because sometimes you go, oh yeah, that'd be a really cool, and you just put it off because you think, oh yeah, well, there's probably other things I could be doing. But then when you talk to other people who have the same, who have done that before, or agree with you that, yeah, you should be doing that, then you can prioritize that.
Too. They might want to work with you on that project.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Or even if it's just keeping you accountable.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know, if you join a Facebook group, or if you just exchange phone numbers and just catch up with them, every week or every fortnight, and say, how are you going with this? Or I've got some more questions about this. Can you help me? Or
yeah, definitely. Keeping each other accountable. Good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, it's interesting, and it'd be good to get some insight from other WordCamp organisers to see how the split, like, when you buy a WordCamp ticket, you have to answer a few questions about your experience with WordPress and things like that. Actually, I'm not sure there was much on the WordCamp Sydney one, but usually you kind of get asked if you're a designer, a developer, or a freelancer, whatever. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see the breakdown of those stats and how things have changed over the years, and also I think just in relation to that, WordCamp is a really great inclusive place for all levels, all genders, all just anyone, and that's what I think. We know the WordPress community is renowned to be inclusive like that, but it's different when you're interacting with people online. When you actually, are going to a place and you're seeing people in real life, it's really great to see that translates. And generally in WordCamps, there's a really good spread of attendees that are, male and female. There's a really good spread of, speakers that are male and female. That's really unique to WordPress, I've found, compared to other technology areas. So just for anyone, thinking of coming who hasn't been before, it's really the least scary place to meet people.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, everyone is. Yeah, everyone's very welcoming.
Like I said, I've only been in the community for a couple of years, but even since then, I've just found everyone just so keen to help everyone else.
Mm.
And it's, I mean, no one gets left behind, basically. There's no such thing as a stupid question.
No.
This is the link to get your tickets, by the way.
Make it a little bit
and
smaller.
they're
Not quite fitting.
a little bit smaller.
Yep. It's getting cut off at the edges.
Let's see.
Yeah, perfect.
Is that better? Okay.
Yeah.
There is, I think it said, there is 57 tickets remaining. So you've got no excuse. Basically, that's what it comes down to, is $50 for a weekend full of knowledge. Bring your empty notebooks or your smartphones or your Evernotes or your, however you bring your whiteboard if you have to.
Everyone should come with their whiteboards for sure.
If you bring your whiteboard,
Especially the interstate people.
that would be amazing. You would make the front page of WordPress news.
Yeah.
Hey mate, in the front, down with the whiteboard, please. Anyway, I'm starting to go crazy. Do you, Tracey?
Not really. No.
No?
Just go.
Yeah. If you've got any, or check out WordPress.tv for past WordCamps. I'm not sure if Sunshine Coast videos are up yet, but previous years, you can find Tracey on there.
Oh,
One
no,
of Tracey's presentations on custom fields, was it?
No, custom post types and taxonomies.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was from 4 years ago,
So-
Robey. Don't send people there.
Okay, there's some more recent ones in that on WordPress.tv. So go there and you'll get an idea of the value you can get out of the sessions. But if you want to experience the conversations and the after party, you won't find that on WordPress TV. Well, you might after this year. After I anyway. Any questions, you can email us at hello@wpbosses.com.au. We're on Twitter. We're on the internet, basically. So just ask us a question. Like I said before, no stupid questions. I think that's it.
And come and say hi and get interviewed by Robey if you're going.
Yeah. I might have lollipops for good participants. So if that doesn't scare you away, then all right.
Awesome. All right.
Goodbye.
See you there.